Welkom bij Vechtersbazen, extra speciaal on locatie. En het is niet de gewone podcast, maar iemand met een hele grote achtergrond in de vechtsport. Ik heb het over Olympisch kampioen 2006 en UFC-flyweight top contender Henry Cejudo. Zeg ik, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for making time for us. I'm very honored to have you here. What are you doing in Amsterdam?
No, I'm out here, just trying to get my striking better. I know Amsterdam and the Netherlands is known for some of the best strikers in the world, and I'm just looking forward to get better on my feet, on my striking, on my knees, elbows, clinch, all that stuff that I guess we need help on in the U.S. So just out here doing that and enjoying the city, enjoying beautiful Amsterdam. I've been here for a couple of days now. I call it it's like a paradise for men. It's
paradise
cool,
man.
For men.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it's a different city. It's a different swagger out here that I've never seen before. And I've traveled the world, and I'm really upset with myself that this is the first time I've been to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like I haven't traveled the world because I haven't been here.
Well, welcome in our city.
Yeah.
I know at some point you didn't want to fight in Nevada anymore because of the suspension with Nick Diaz.
Uh-huh.
We all know what he got suspended for.
Yeah.
Is that one of the reasons you came to Amsterdam?
Maybe.
I'm not gonna go into that.
No, but it's a lot of athletes are using it now. Are using the substances, the
Like the
herbals.
CBD oil.
Yeah.
And,
CBD for for recovery, for sleep, and so that's it's, I don't want to say that's the reason, but I enjoy just getting better, man. Getting better, going out to finding the best, man. You want the best wrestling, you go to America. You want the best, some of the best boxing, you go to Mexico. You want the best Muay Thai, you want the best striking, you come here to Amsterdam.
All right. So if you talk about Dutch fighters, strikers, any names that come to mind or any fighters you like?
You have in the MMA world, you have Overing, which his last fight wasn't as we planned, but I know he's one of the best strikers in the world, and look at his story and the amount of bouts that he's won, and very agile as a big man, and you got Stefan Strude.
Yeah.
That's the tower. The skyscraper.
Yeah.
It's also had success with his hands. So.
Yeah. Originally a kickboxer also, yeah.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding, and we just come out here, learn from the best. And I've been fortunate enough to work with a two-time karate world champ, youngest in history for karate, Juju Ikan, who's been taking us out and showing me karate, which is something that I respect tremendously, understanding distance and things like that. It's just some of the tricks that he's teaching me. It's just like it's opening my eyes to just this whole new world. And I come here not to get beat up, cause I can get beat up anywhere. I come here for the details. I come here to get better, to get technically sound. So if it's advice or if it's technical or if it's tactical.
Yeah. So. If you look at your game, you're already on top of your game in division. You already fought for the title once. Mm-hmm. What are the things you try to improve? Striking, but what kind of way you try to improve yourself as a fighter?
Yeah, no, I think now it's like looking at it now, since I think it's just recognizing distance better. I think anybody could strike, especially in MMA. Anybody can get knocked out with the 4-ounce glove. It's the person that could see things coming before they happen. The angles that you're able to do after a combination, that's the sneaky part. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking if I can find better time, if a little shift of my toe, if that just makes the biggest difference, and then I left Amsterdam winning.
Yeah, so you're looking for that extra percent of improvement.
Because we work hard, we got good trainers down there, but there's always somebody that knows a little bit more. Yeah. There's always somebody that has a different angle on things. So,
but you coming in as a world-class wrestler, something we're in Holland not too good at the most. Are you also trying to learn the Dutch something, or?
Yeah. I was here with Rumor. I was here at our group.
Yeah.
They had me teach some wrestling techniques out here, and I can tell it's a little foreign to them, but it was a little awakening to the guys that do want to do mixed martial arts. Cause it's like, hey man, it's learning how to do Dutch kickboxing again, but in another sport.
Yeah.
Like there's a foundation to this. It's not just getting into the game. So it's like renewing yourself. So in a lot of cases, if you decide to do mixed martial arts, you tend to, fall in love once again with competition. Because when you do something for so often, you kind of fall out of love with it.
Yeah.
But when you start, because it happened to me with wrestling. Now that I'm doing mixed martial arts, it re-amped my love for competition.
Yeah.
For competition. So everybody's different, but that's one for me.
Well, what does it take? Because in Holland, wrestling is obviously one of the oldest sports in the history of the world. And in Holland, we can't seem to get any good wrestlers. What does it take to be a good wrestler? Why do you have so many good wrestlers in the US, for instance, and we don't have any?
Well, I think it comes with the culture. I think it starts at the foundation. I think, the more guys are starting to do mixed martial arts, the more they're gonna see that the aspect that they're missing here in Holland is wrestling. So you can be the best striker in the world, but MMA is different. MMA is different. You can be the best of the best, but if you can't defend a single leg, if you can't get off your back, then you're in trouble. Yeah. And I think people as MMA starts to progress, they're gonna see that there's gonna be a desperation for wrestling. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna take some time, but it just takes one person to come out and just change the culture out here.
Yeah. There is, by the way, before I forget, one Dutch wrestling champion who became world famous. Perhaps you heard of him. Anton Geesink is his name. You ever heard of him?
Okay, yeah.
Well, he's not famous in wrestling though. He was the Olympic champion as well, but he after wrestling he switched to judo. And he became really good at that, because that we're good in Holland. But
yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll talk about just briefly about a crazy story that hit you a couple of months ago with the wildfires in California. Jesus, what was all that, man?
Yeah, it was went out to a charity event out in California. I went out there, did a private event, and then just that night there's a brush fire. And that night, that brush fire just took over everything, all of California, man. I think it was the largest wildfire, I think, in American history. 50 people died. I think it was $4 billion worth of, houses and buildings. Everything was just destroyed, man. Yeah. And I happened to be sleeping throughout the fire, the brush fire, and waking up at 4:30 in the morning and having to jump out of a window.
You jumped out of the window?
To jump out of a 2-story window to pretty much to survive. And I had everything in my hands. I had my gold medal, my Olympic ring, my Olympic belt, like everything that that was given to me. And everything just went down.
You lost your gold medal?
Everything got burned.
Oh man, you must be devastated.
I'm not even devastated. I'm just happy to be alive, man. I'll get a replacement. That's not the issue. I just feel bad for the people that didn't make it out. Yeah. And they thought they could weigh it out. Like you hear people, when natural disaster hits, everybody's reaction is, we shouldn't weigh it out. We shouldn't weigh it out. We shouldn't weigh it out. And that's not the case with Mother Nature. You never know. No. One day it's your best friend. The next day it's taking lives. So, and that's just one of the situations that happened in. Unfortunately, 3 months ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine who lives in California, he showed me video of him driving into work. You see all these forest fires. It was like it was driving into Mordor, in Lord of the Rings or something. It was like the apocalypse or something.
Yeah, no, it's scary. That's exactly what I felt like, because I was the last person to leave the hotel. So when I jumped out, I burned my right foot. I think I still have some burns here, but I burned my right foot. My right foot caught on fire. And I had to literally stomp it out with my other foot, and I was just making sure. And I was pretty much like half naked. I only had slacks, no shirt. It was cold, and it was just me and the ring of fire, and I happened to escape it.
Yeah, literally a ring of fire.
Yeah, I was able to survive that ordeal and then still fight. 2 months later, and
yeah, I think not even.
I think it was hard because it's like, damn, now when I go to places, I'm always looking at exits, like how do I get out? So I'm always when the first time I come to this house, even this gym, I'm just looking at, okay, there's a door there, there's a door over here, and something happens, I know where
doors
to
here
go.
though, by the way. Yeah.
But you treat life, you see things different now.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just being grateful, man. Call it luck, call it whatever you want to call it, but just happy to breathe, happy to be alive.
Yeah. Also, one of the reasons maybe you're taking this trip now, going out for a month, just take it as it comes.
Yeah, getting out, and then it's cool. That's why Amsterdam, it's different, man. It's a whole new world for me. Like I'm upset at myself that I've never been here before. Like this is my first time, because I'm like, man, this is Disneyland, man. This is cool. This is like a paradise for a man.
Well, you should come live here. Cool. Train with us all the time. We could learn something from you.
Nah, yeah, I don't know the taxes. I don't know how you guys do it, but
no, we don't pay it. No, don't tell. But that after the Wildfire, you had to fight. I think like 6 weeks later or something.
Yeah.
Fighting Cejudo is not the first guy, also a top contender.
Yeah.
You ever think about not fighting?
No. I think I have about. I think, I have about 3 to 4 years in me fighting, and now I can officially call it quits. Because I've been doing this stuff since I was 11 years old.
You're still young, right?
I'm 30.
30?
Yeah, I'm 30, but there's different aspects of me too. I wanna do things that I've never done before, and become a world champion at something else.
Yeah. So I got a couple questions about that, but first I want to go to, because some of our viewers sent in some questions as well. Just going to go over a couple of those. The first one is from Lars Smith. He asks, what would be more meaningful, to have a potential UFC championship or get back your gold medal?
Damn, those are good questions. It's the meaning of becoming an Olympic champion is what matters. That's
forever, right?
Yeah, like it's the gold medal. It's not even completely gold. If it's the material, it means nothing. No. It's the worth. It's the sentimental part is that they put it on you in front of thousands of people, millions watching. But for now, man, because I'm on my mission, it's the UFC belt, man. I want that. I want the gold around my waist. I know what it feels like to have an Olympic medal. I want that UFC belt around my waist, and I'll give that away too, or it could burn too after that.
Well, then, Lars, there you have your answer. Let's see, another one. Oh yeah, from Jan van der Bos, one of our regular viewers. Where does your nickname, The Messenger, come from?
The Messenger, it was given to me by my mentor, Brian Davis, who was a Super Bowl champ at football, American football, back in the U.S. He just said, man, Henry, you have purpose in life, man. There's so much more to success than just or fighting or wrestling than just winning. I says, man, you have to make sure that you're a great role model, a good person, always giving back, helping people, things of that matter. And I think in America, people tend to kind of give themselves nicknames, but elsewhere, it's like it almost comes like someone has to give it to you, and you have to respect that person, and you're blessed by it. And that's kind of with with Brian Davis. He gave it to me, and it was more of a message of inspiration. And if people know my story, they'll understand. Oh, okay, the messenger, son of immigrants, born single family, humble beginnings. South
Central Los Angeles.
Yeah, and
not exactly a playground.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all. So nothing. I'm no angel by any means, but I do my best.
Well, you've seen the downside of things, so yeah. Okay, good. I didn't know that. Then my final question is from Peter Quint. He's actually a member of parliament in Holland, but he's also a huge MMA fan. So we got men in politics here,
Oh.
He would like you to analyze the Mighty Mouse style and tell the ways you think he could be beat.
Well, to analyze his style, Demtrious Johnson is probably the most well-rounded fighter in probably human history.
Yeah.
He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to. He can strike. He submits. I mean,
Pound for pound, right?
Pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, and you hate it. I mean, I don't like saying it, but it's the truth. He's there for a reason. I've had my crack at him, and I lost. But and for me, I've always said it was time. How do I beat Demtrious Johnson? I was like, man, it's time. When I fought Demtrious, I was only fighting for 3 years, like completely just all MMA, just 3 years of fighting, and I fought for the world title. Less than a year in the UFC, they had offered me to fight for the belt because they know the type of athlete that I am. And I think it's just time, but I think the person to beat him is me. Is having somebody that has a solid style that's more superior than his, and making him fight his B fight, making it dirty, man. I've always said, putting him in deep waters, controlling the situation. I believe I have that strength in wrestling, and I also believe, being here in Holland, understanding timing, that I could knock him out. And that first fight, I didn't feel like I got that fair shake. I don't feel like I gave him a fair handshake. No. Not for me, because I know how good I am, but for him, because I got hit to the body, an area where I was like, man, I cut a lot of weight. It was a good weight cut. I was fragile in my stomach, and the first knee that he threw at me hurt me. Yeah. And I was stubborn because it said, just stay in there and you throw back. And I listened. And I just listened until my body went out. So people that say that it's 90% mental and 10% physical, that's not true, because you'll feel it. Because trust me, I am one strong human being. I wouldn't be a champion if I wasn't strong up here. Your body will break down, and that's what happened in my situation. I got hit with knees. I was stubborn. Stay in there. Stay in the clinch. We're better than him here, and that wasn't the case. I folded, man. I folded, and that's the reason why I'm here in the Netherlands too.
But maybe because you were still fresh in the game, pretty much, and DJ was already champion for a long time then. Yeah. You may be a bit overwhelmed also.
No, the overwhelming part, I'm used to all that stuff. I'm not. It was a technical aspect. It was technical and tactical. That's it. If it comes to heart, if it comes to strength, I believe I'm there just like him. It's an expertise standpoint. It's the MMA IQ that he had in comparison to mine, and that's just the reality. But I've opened my mind. I've traveled the world. I've been to many different countries now to understand MMA better, and understand my wrestling. How can I utilize it and adjusting and modifying my takedowns? And I believe that's going to be the difference between this fight, the last fight, and then this time when I fight Demtrious.
Yeah, because you got back to your winning streak after that. Expect this fight anytime soon? I bet you won it tomorrow, but... Yeah. But I'm okay. I'm okay because I don't want to fight Demtrious Johnson. Anybody can fight him. I want to beat him. A lot of guys chasing him, right? Yeah, I want to beat him. And I've said it before. It's like, give me time, man. Give me time, and I know I'm the one to... What time frame? I know I'm the one that has the best crack to beat him. Yeah. What time frame are you thinking of? Sometime this year. He just has from what I've heard. I just got a text saying that he got shoulder surgery, so he's gonna be out for 6 months. So I'd like to get him right after, if possible, man. But it's the golden rule, man. The guy with the gold makes the rules, and whenever he wants to fight I have to be ready. Because everybody now is talking about the TJ fight. DJ Dillashaw coming down to flyweight, having a crack at his title. Yeah. What do you think of that? I think it's good for our weight class. I think Demtrious. I think because of the weight cut coming down 10 pounds, I think TJ's gonna feel it. And you're coming down against the best guy in the world that's dominated flyweights, understands the speed of flyweights. Yeah, 11 consecutive title defenses now. But I've always said it, especially now that DJ's hurt. I says if TJ wants to come down to test himself at flyweight, I'm here. You'll fight him? Yeah, I'll fight him. And it's not. I'm calling him out as in a way of competition.
I love to compete. I want to see how far I can take my body, my spirit. Like, I love to compete, and because I think even if he doesn't fight me, I feel like he should fight somebody just to be ready for Demtrious. You know, because I do want somebody to beat Demtrious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
you want it to be you, right?
I want it to be me. But if somebody gets a crack at him first and beats him, it's cool.
And
because it's
him.
become a challenge to see who could take him out. I'm just like, nothing against Demtrious, the best. He's already broken the records, but I think now it's like, let's bring some drama. Let's see the Holly Holmes defeating Ronda Rousey spectacular again, and that's the same thing that would happen with Demtrious. And I'm just waiting. It's you know, it sucks.
Well, hopefully we're going to see that next year. Yeah, this year. You're saying in Europe for a month. You say where are you going after this?
But here I'd like to I'd stay here for some time, and then I'd like to go to Sweden, and then
It's cold there, you know.
yeah, maybe I'd like to go to Ireland, go train at Conor McGregor's gym, and
With Coach Kavanaugh.
yeah, all those guys. You know, just check out, you know, talking to people, seeing where places to go. Like we only have a one-way ticket, so we can be in Africa for all I know. You know, it's finding the best.
Yeah. All right. And then you say you got a couple of years of fighting in you. You reckon? You ever thought what you're going to do afterwards? You don't strike me like the guy is going to be gardening and do nothing all day. I don't know why, but.
No, I plan on getting into real estate. I like to fix houses. I like the whole interior design and fix houses, create something, and make somebody else happy and make a lot of money doing it.
You're a handyman?
No.
Oh, well, I was about to say I have some things in my house you can do with me. No,
I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna give the ideas. So no, none of that, man. I've broken my back in MMA for too long, for wrestling for too long.
I can imagine that.
You won't see me. You won't see me nailing nails for sure.
All right. I'll wish you the best of luck. Thank you for making time for me for the Vechtersbazen podcast. I hope you find what you're looking for in Holland. And I'm looking forward to that rematch with DJ.
I found it and much more, so thank you.
All right, well, we'll talk about that after the show. That's not for TV. All right, bedankt voor het kijken allemaal. Dinsdag is er weer een nieuwe Vechtersbazen podcast. Tot de volgende.